This company plays a critical role in US elections, handling millions of votes and shaping the democratic process more than you might realize. But who is ES&S really, and what makes them so controversial? Let's deep dive into the world of ES&S, the company with arguably more influence over US voting than any other. Welcome back. Today we're exploring Election Systems and Software, or ES&S, a company at the heart of America's voting infrastructure. With a substantial share of the machines that count votes across the country, ES&S holds a unique power. But like any key player in a high-stakes industry, they're not without their controversies. From data security concerns to glitches and lawsuits, ES&S is a company that raises eyebrows. We'll look at who they are, their global reach, some of their competitors, and what's truly at stake with them at the helm of US elections. So, what's the story of ES&S and why do they attract so much scrutiny? Let's find out. Election Systems and Software, or ES&S, was founded in 1979 and has grown to become a major player in the voting machine market in the United States. Today, they control a substantial portion of this critical industry, serving an estimated 60% of the nation's voting jurisdictions. With such a significant share, any issue with their machines could potentially affect millions of votes, and over the years, they've encountered more than a few challenges. One of the most persistent concerns surrounding ES&S involves the security of their machines. In an age of evolving cybersecurity threats, people are understandably worried. How secure are ES&S voting machines? Can they be tampered with? These questions reflect deeper anxieties, as the security of voting technology is paramount for maintaining public trust in the democratic process. ES&S has responded by promising rigorous security protocols. However, the company rarely releases specifics about these measures. This opacity often raises suspicions, leading some to believe that the lack of transparency might hide potential vulnerabilities. In 2018, these fears were reignited when ES&S faced intense scrutiny following numerous reports from malfunctioning machines. Voters in several states reported that their selections were being incorrectly registered, or in some cases, altered entirely. In Texas, for example, a software glitch allegedly caused an ES&S machine to switch voters' choices, a glitch echoed by reports from other states. These incidents prompted new questions about the reliability of their technology and stirred further doubts about ES&S's ability to ensure accurate vote counting. On top of these technical issues, ES&S has found itself embroiled in various lawsuits, many linked to machine malfunctions or accusations of monopolistic practices. One prominent lawsuit in the early 2000s involved a California county suing ES&S after machine failures during an election. This legal dispute highlighted concerns about ES&S's accountability and support, particularly on election days when flawless functionality is crucial. Yet despite these legal and technical challenges, ES&S has retained its dominant market position, operating with relatively little regulatory oversight. So, what has ES&S done to address these pressing concerns? Over the years, they've made several promises to improve both security and transparency. One of their most prominent solutions is the addition of a paper trail, along with digital records. ES&S machines now create a physical paper ballot that can be manually audited, providing a clear pathway to transparency and allowing votes to be recounted if necessary. This measure reassures some skeptics, though it's far from silencing all criticism. To address hacking and tampering concerns, especially in light of foreign interference risks, ES&S claims their systems undergo extensive third-party testing. However, specifics on who performs these tests and how they're conducted remain unclear. Without these details, confidence in their system's scrutiny remains limited for some, adding another layer of concern. In an effort to reduce technical issues on election day, ES&S offers training for election officials who operate their machines. This initiative, along with technical support services, aims to minimize human error. However, there have been complaints that their support in some cases has been lacking, leaving ES&S with a mixed record in this area. Despite these measures, ES&S continues to face criticism. Transparency remains a significant concern as they are often reluctant to share details about their security protocols and the inner workings of their technology. For many, this secrecy is worrisome, especially considering the vital role they play in managing US elections. Interestingly, ES&S's focus isn't limited to the US. They've supplied voting systems and equipment to a handful of other countries, though their international presence remains relatively small. Their primary market is still the US, where demand for their services is greatest. In the US, ES&S faces competition primarily from two companies, Dominion Voting Systems and Hart InterCivic. Dominion in particular has gained public attention for its own controversies in recent years. Together, these companies fiercely compete for state and county contracts, with the process often becoming political, adding yet another layer of complexity to the business of voting systems. To sum up, ES&S is a company that has had an enormous influence over US elections. With millions of votes relying on their technology, their impact is undeniable. But with that comes a heavy responsibility and scrutiny. From glitches and lawsuits to debates about transparency and security, ES&S has faced its share of challenges. They've taken steps to address some of these concerns, but for many, the question remains, is ES&S doing enough? While the inner workings of ES&S may never be fully visible, one thing is certain. Companies like ES&S are here to stay, and the way they operate will continue to shape our democratic process. As technology advances, so too will the challenges of ensuring secure and transparent elections. Thanks for watching. If you found this deep dive into ES&S insightful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. And tell us in the comments, do you believe companies like ES&S are doing enough to secure the integrity of our elections?